friends, welcome to Surviving World.
Today let's study chapter 5, shapes and designs. First, make a clapper. Come, let's go and we will see how to make this clapper. First, we will take a paper like this and we will fold it into two. After folding, we just move this like this, and again we'll take this part to the side and we'll do like this, and again one more time, and we'll take the folded into half, and we have to take this portion, only this portion up, and this one have to pull it down like this, and you have to take this Have fun with shapes. Color the clone following the directions given below. There is a clone given in the picture, and following the directions given below we have to fill the colors. Triangle red. For triangle we have to paint the red color. Squares yellow, rectangles blue, and for circles green color. Here we have just put one dot of the particular colors. You have to fill the complete picture like this. Did you got it?
Yeah.
How many triangles are there in the following figures? See, there are 3 figures given, and from each figure you have to find out how many triangles are there. So first let's take the first figure. How many triangles are there in that figure?
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But say 8 triangles are there
in the first figure. Okay, then we'll move to the second figure. Here also we'll count and see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are there.
8 triangles are there in the second figure. Then the third figure. There are 9 triangles in the third figure. Find the biggest rectangle in the figures given below. In the figures given below, we have to find the biggest rectangle. Let's see. The first one is done for you. Now we will do the second. This is a biggest rectangle in the second figure. Similarly, we will do the rest. Edges and corners. Meeta and her 5 friends were playing a game. See, Meeta and her 5 friends were playing a game. Tinku was blindfolded and asked to keep clapping as long as he wished, while the others would move round a table. See Tinku, he has a cloth wrapped around his eyes. So he is blindfolded, and he was asked to clap his hands as long as he wished. Up to what time he want to clap, he can clap. And during this time, the others will move around the table. The moment Tinku stopped clapping, everybody would stop wherever they were. When Tinku stops clapping, they have to stay at the place where they are standing at that moment. They should not move from there. The child who was not at a corner would be out. See, the table has how many corners?
4.
4 corners. And how many children are moving around the table? 5 children are moving around the table. So, only 4 corners are there for a table, and one child cannot be in any corners, right? So, he will be out. And then he have to get blindfolded and he have to start clapping. This is the play. Looking at the picture given above, can you tell who is out? Can you tell?
Yes.
Who?
Guddu.
Yes. Guddu is not at any corner, so Guddu is out. Where is Guddu standing?
Guddu is standing in the edge.
Yeah, he is standing at one edge, but he is not at corners. Can this game be played around a round table? Why?
No, because it doesn't have corners. corners.
Yes, a round table doesn't have any corners, so we cannot play this game around a round table. Many things around us have straight edges. For example, see the book, its edges are straight. Edges of a chair are straight. Edges of a kite are straight. Other things have curved edges. See, this is a wheel. And that wheel is having a curved edge. And that is a top of a tin. Right? That is also having a curved edge. Look around you and identify things with straight and curved edges. Do the things with the straight edges have corners? Do you think these things with the straight edges have corners?
Yes.
What do you mean by corners?
Corners means the edge.
No, corners are not edges. The point where the two edges meet is called as a corner. For example, in the given figure, the edges where these edges are meeting, that points are called as the corners. Do the things with curved edges have corners?
No.
No. The things with straight edges only have corners. The things with curved edges are not having any corners. Because there is no need of any joint. It is a continuous one. Try to find things which have both straight and curved edges. One example is a cone. Cone is having a straight edge and also a curved edge. Activity time. Take a rectangular sheet of paper. Count its corners. How many corners are there for a rectangular sheet paper?
4.
This is a rectangular sheet of paper. How many corners are there for this?
4.
1, 2, 3 and 4. And how many edges are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4 edges. 4 edges and 4 corners are there for a rectangular sheet of paper. Okay. Now fold one of its corners. Now we are folding its one corner. How many corners does it have now? How many corners are there?
5.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 corners. How many corners will you get by folding 2 corners? 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 corners. Right? Okay. How many corners you will get by folding 3 corners? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. How many corners will you get by folding 4 corners? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 corners. Did you get it?
Yes.
Can you fold this paper in such a way that it has only 3 corners? You are allowed only 2 folds. You have to fold this paper twice and you have to make its corners 3. Now we have 4 corners. We have to make this paper 3 corners. How you will do it? I'll show you. Fold the paper like this. And second fold, we are folding it left. How many corners are there?
3.
1, 2 and 3 corners. And what shape you get? What is this shape?
Triangle.
Yes, we get a triangle. Now repeat the activity with a square sheet. The same thing you have to do with a square sheet of paper. This is a rectangular sheet. You have to do these all things with this is a square sheet of paper. Can you fold all the corners of the square sheet in such a way that the number of corners remain unchanged? So if we fold the corner like this, we know that the number of corners increases. But we have to fold it in such a way that the number of corners will remain the same. How you will fold it? You have to move this corner to the center. See? And again this corner to the center. And again this corner to the center. And the last corner, we are moving it to the center. Now how many corners are there for this?
4.
Only 4 corners. But we have folded all the 4 corners of the big square to get a small square like this. Did you get it?
Yes.
What is this?
A dice.
Yes, this is a dice. This is a very small dice. Look at the following table and tick the names of things that have corners. Also, count the number of edges and corners in each of them. See here, below there is a table in which the leftmost side is a name of thing, such as die, ball, eraser, egg and sheet of paper. And the second column is about whether it has any corners. Number of edges, and the last column is number of corners. So first one is a die. Whether it has any corners?
Yes.
Number of edges. How many edges are there for a die?
12.
Number of corners?
8.
Ball. Whether it has any corners?
No.
Number of edges?
No.
0. Number of corners?
No.
0. Eraser. Whether it has any corners?
Yes.
Number of edges?
12.
Number of corners?
8.
Egg. Whether it has corners?
No.
Number of edges?
0.
Number of corners?
0.
Sheet of paper. Whether it has corners?
Yes.
Number of edges?
4.
Number of corners?
4.
In the following figures, tick those which have corners. Do these figures have curved lines? See, there are some figures given below and you have to tick those figures which have corners. And they are asking, do these figures have curved lines? In this, there are any curved lines are there?
Yes.
Yes. So, we will tick those which have corners. Using only straight lines, can you draw a figure which has no corners? By using straight lines, can you draw a figure which has no corners? Is it possible?
No.
No. If you want to make any figure with straight line, we have to join the lines. If we are joining the lines, we will get corners. So, it is not possible to draw a figure without corners using straight lines. Tangram. The tangram is an old Chinese puzzle. From the pieces of the tangram, we can make many shapes of animals, people and things. See, there is a pieces of paper arranged as a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you see it?
Yes.
This is an old Chinese puzzle. And by using these pieces of papers, they used to make different shapes of animals, people and things. At the back of the book, you will find a square like the one in this figure. Cut it out carefully and cut the pieces. This set of 5 pieces is called the 5-piece tangram. Like this, one paper is there at the back of your textbook. You can go and cut from there and you will get 5 pieces of paper like this. And these 5 pieces is called 5-piece tangram. Use these 5 pieces to make the following figures. By using these 5 pieces of paper, you have to make the figures given below. See these figures, these are all made up of that 5 pieces of tangram. Try it yourself. How many triangles do you have in your set? Are all of them equal in size? Find out. In the 5-piece tangram, you have to see there how many triangles are there. How many triangles are there? There are 3 triangles in that 5-piece tangram and they are not equal in size. Use the 2 small triangles in the tangram set to get the following shapes. Using the 2 small triangles, you can get the following shapes. By using these two small triangles, that is number 2 and number 5 triangle, we have to make these figures. How we will make it? If we arrange the 2 and 5 number triangular pieces like this, we will get these following shapes. Which two pieces of the Tangram set are exactly same? Find out which two sets are exactly same. 2 and 5 are exactly same. Take pieces 4 and 5 from the set and find out on which side of the triangle you can join the other piece. We can bring the fifth piece just below the fourth piece. Find the matching sides among the following pairs of pieces. Like this, you have to cut the 5 Tangram pieces and you have to match it. Pieces 1 and 2, pieces 2 and 4, pieces 1 and 5 and pieces 2 and 5. Like this, you have to match all the pieces together. The 7-piece Tangram. Here is a picture of a 7-piece Tangram. Now we had seen a 5-piece Tangram. Likewise, this is a 7-piece Tangram. You can cut out these pieces and put them together in different ways to make some very interesting shapes. You can cut it down and you can arrange it in such a way that we will get some beautiful figures. Try making these shapes using that 7-piece Tangram. You can try to make these shapes. Using only the pieces written here, you have to make the different figures. First question is use only triangles. You have to cut out the triangles from the 7-piece Tangram and you have to make the first figure. And second one, you have to make it using 1, 2, 3 and 5 pieces. And using only 2 triangles, you have to make a square and use pieces 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 to make this square. These all things you can do yourself.